Welcome back to the Chamber Report. I'm Josh Witten, your host. We're here with our guest, Scott Baggerly with Faith Haven Christian Retreat Center, and we're talking about the exciting new course that he's put out there, and it's up and running, and we've been showing pictures of all the people enjoying themselves. So this was a dream from back in 2008, really. Was this part of what you had in mind?
Well, what it is, Josh, I've been working with youth for about 20 years, 25 years, and been all over the world with the youth and that, like that. And this is something that we need in the society now, with our broken society as it is, or our latchkey kids, is give them something of ownership and something to do. Right now, Citrus County is a very rural county, as we know, and there's really not that much for these kids to do or people to do on the weekends. So the idea of it is let's give some family-friendly, clean fun for people to do at a reasonable price. We can't break the bank and go start charging all this big money, because we are a non-for-profit, and so all the profits will basically be put back into the community. And what the idea of it was is work with communities and give them something to do, give the kids ownership. We're the volunteers who come out and help us, and the people who donate, they get benefits from this. And it's something for all our youth, our groups to do, our 4-H groups, our church groups. Rather than going out of county, what we want to do is we want to bring people into county. And one of the big benefits of this retreat center is we'll be able to house 40 people at night. So we'll be bringing in groups from tri-state area. So we'll be bringing people in from Atlanta. We'll be bringing people in from Savannah. And that's going to bring money into the county. So what we're asking right now, though, is to help us get this going. We're going to start an advertising campaign very shortly. We want to work with the community. We want to work with all the tour directors. We want to work with all the chamber. We want to work with everybody here to promote this, to make Citrus County a destination, as we already are promoting it to do. This is just one more thing that they could do in the afternoon. Say you go manatee in the morning or scalloping in the morning. What do you do in the afternoon? So what we want to do is we want to give people, individuals, groups, whatever, something to do in the afternoon, basically to put more heads in beds. All right, so the more support that we have from the community, the more that we could put out our vision to the world and bring more people in, so it's a win-win situation for everybody in the community.
And you're so right. We got to reemphasize to the viewers that, you know, we are the manatee mecca of the world. That's been established. But, you know, when manatees are out of season, we struggle with things to do to keep people here. They come here because, you know, they might want to do a day of scalloping, or they might want to see the manatees in season, or they might want to go over to the other side of the county and do some biking. But what else is there to do? And we've struggled with that, to go to the wildlife park, but to extend their stay. Now we have this other thing, thanks to your investment, that we can steer them towards. And it's good, clean, as you stress, family fun.
That's correct. And it's something that, as you know, the zip lining and aerial adventure challenges is one of the hottest things on the market right now. What we found out, though, is not just zip lining, but the aerial adventures are the larger draw, because the zip line, you go down the zip line and you're stunned. In a zip line, normally you spend most of the time sitting there waiting on the zip line. Our 3 zones right now, we could have up to 40 people in activity at one time. All right, so it takes 2 hours going through, so we could actually do 200 plus 280 people a day to go through our course, so we don't have any waiting lines and stuff like that. So when these groups come in, say the women's group or the men's group or a group, the exchange students come in, we could put them all up there at one time, which is really good, and at a very reasonable price.
Well, I'm thinking too, corporate team building. You know, I look for something to do with my staff once a year. This is definitely going to be on our retreat day.
I can tell you that the big push right now is speed trials. All right, and we offer right now 10% off for first responders, which would be fire, EMS, sheriff, whatever. On Tuesdays through Thursdays, they get 10% off. But we're working right now towards doing speed trials as to see who can go through it fastest. So we want to have the sheriffs challenge the fire department, challenge the EMS, but it'll have to be groups. It can't be just like your O.J. Simpson or your Michael Johnson, Michael Jordan of your guy. It's got to be a group, so that's a team building. We've been working with team building, as you know, for quite some time now already. We have a list of activities for team building. So, but we're going to talk about doing this the speed trials, and then we'll do special speed trials for corporate buildings also. But you're exactly right as far as corporate building and team building for this is to help people get through that and work with that. And like I said, we've been working team building for 20-something years. So we've got all the documentation. This is proven documentation we work with already.
Well, for the record, we're not going to go, when we bring my group out there, we're not going for any world records. but just, to see it, and the tranquility of the property too. I'm a native Floridian, right. And this is old Florida, and you've done it, the clearings that you've done for this, you've left the natural state intact to the extent that you could.
Yeah.
And so just that is worth the visit.
What we've done is we've tried to keep it as ecologically friendly as possible. Everything is underground. You'll see no stuff. We teach old Florida history out there. The flora and fauna, which we're talking about, the educational section later on. But yes, we have strategically placed all our buildings between these big legacy oaks. So when you go out there, it's a retreat center. It's not it's an adventure park at a retreat center. The retreat center is where you go into retreat, relax, and get back with your people and have more direction with whoever you're working with.
Well, it's a wonderful thing, and you have mortgaged your property and your dream and made a commitment that you're going to make this work. And I'm just urging the citizens of Citrus County to tell everybody you know about this project, because this is the kind of investment we need in our community. This is the kind of good, clean fun we need in our community for our local residents, but also to give our visitors another reason to hang out an extra day and spend some more money.
Well, the thing of it is, it's small town economy. We need to help each other, and if we all work towards a common goal of improving this county, we can reach that goal.
Well, that's awesome, man. I'm so glad you came on. Come on anytime, and we'll be out there soon. Maybe we'll bring a camera with us.
Yeah,
and
you're
do
welcome.
Some shots.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you, Scott Baggerly. His information's been up there on the program, or call the chamber, and we'll get you in touch. Stay tuned. We have a member spotlight coming up.